begin this edition of the news with breaking news coming in from the state of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai has written to the DGP over the remarks against the governor that was made by a DMK leader. In fact, yesterday we saw a DMK leader openly abusing Tamil Nadu governor, hurling expletives after expletives and also threatening to kill, issuing death threats to the governor. We now have the BJP chief of Tamil Nadu, Annamalai, writing a letter to the DGP demanding action, demanding criminal action against the governor. In fact, I would just like to read some excerpts of this letter. He said that we hope the police do not turn a blind eye and request that you kindly reprimand Shivaji Krishnamurthy for abusing the constitutional head of the state. His remarks must not be construed as freedom of expression, as we are sure the police would not deem it that way if the same derogatory language were directed towards the Chief Minister of the state. Now, in this letter, Annamalai has narrated 3 instances where the police have allegedly not acted. Ankit, my colleague, is joining me from the Mumbai newsroom. He will read out this the excerpts from this letter, the important bits from the letter. Ankit, over to you.
Sanika, I have the letter here open in front of me. It's addressed to the Director General of Police, and it speaks about how over the last several months it has become a habit for DMK partymen to use the public stage to abuse and slander women. So he starts off raising how the DMK has been abusing and slandering women. He says, unfortunately, the people of Tamil Nadu have survived this political discourse for a long time. In recent past, we have registered a formal complaint against DMK partymen for making derogatory remarks over BJP women leaders. He continues, and then he also comes on to mention and speak about the point at which they have abused the governor as well. And so I'm just going to read out that part also. And he says, Thiru Shivaji Krishnamurthy, a renowned DMK abuser known for derogatory public speeches, has abused the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and made unpardonable remarks in his speeches. So this is a twin issue that is being highlighted by Annamalai, the BJP chief of Tamil Nadu, on one hand, and we've seen, Sanika, how the DMK leaders have in the past, they have made completely condemnable remarks against BJP leader Khushbu. That is something that we had highlighted, and Khushbu had appeared on Arnab's debate, and she had spoken about how it has become a practice to have to deal with such kind of atrocious sexist, misogynist remarks. And on the other hand, now Annamalai has also raised the issue of the governor being accused as well, because that was also something that was highlighted. And as you can see here, Annamalai is raising this issue. This comes on the same day as the governor, via his deputy secretary, has filed a police complaint with the Chennai police seeking action on this DMK public speaker who had made these remarks which are too objectionable to really talk about in public. We had discussed it on our debate yesterday also, with even DMK allies condemning the speech that was made, condemning the remarks that were made, while there is a discourse over whether the governor's own actions in this regard that has led to this controversy are becoming of the governor. However, there is no doubt, it appears, that what the DMK leader has said in his speech is absolutely unqualified and unpardonable. Sanika.
Yes, and in fact, Ankit, we also heard, what Annamalai is also listing in his letter is one very important issue of how there was a woman police officer was allegedly harassed by DMK workers at an event where Kanimoi was addressing. And what Annamalai, Tamil Nadu BJP chief, has said that there was police inaction in that there was an entire cover-up in it. And what he's also saying is that he expects similar action doesn't take place in this particular case where this DMK leader was caught on tape hurling expletives at the governor and also threatening to kill him. When we heard the soundbite yesterday, we decided not to play it up because there were many abuses in it. But what the translation that we had, it said very clearly that the DMK leader said that he would send terrorists behind this governor. In fact, we also had a reaction coming in from Tamil Nadu BJP chief some time back. Annamalai had spoken to the media. Let's listen to that.
We all seen they have abused very high constitutional positions holders, including our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji in the past, and including not only this kind of low-level, second-level, third-level office bearers, including the Chief Minister's son, Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin, has also spoken very badly about a lot of senior constitutional functionaries. And especially this guy, not the first time, continuously after DMK has come to power, is abusing. And today morning, BJP Tamil Nadu, we have also written a very strong letter to the DGP of our state, asking for immediate action. I was given to understand the Raj Bhavan has written a letter. And just to put certain things in clarity, just a week back, the police failed to take action against the DMK youth wing functionary who tried to molest a police constable. That is the sad state of law and order affairs in the state. Everything they are politicizing. I am sure this also they will politicize. But since the video has come out and everybody has watched it and put their condemnation to it, at least hope the Tamil Nadu police would take action on this said person so that the constitutional dignity of the governor's office is maintained. Yes, sir, it is repeating because the police hands are tied. Whenever DMK comes to power, they make sure the police doesn't function with a lot of independency. They kind of hold them. And very unfortunate, in the last 20 months, the Tamil Nadu police have lost its edge simply because the local DMK functionaries, they are treating police station like their own party offices. It's a very sad state of affairs. It has come to this, where a person openly, and not only that, sir, you have to understand who was sitting in the stage. When that person was speaking ill of the governor, I was told the Tamil Nadu Health Minister, Thiru Ma Subramanian, was sitting in the same stage. Not only that, many MLAs were sitting in the stage. So now the Chief Minister Stalin has to clarify whether that person was provoked by the MLAs and ministers who were sitting in the stage to say so. The Chief Minister has to clarify. Because nobody has come out with an apology and the police is failing to register an FIR also. Tamil people are watching, Indian people are watching. I'm sure coming elections people will teach them a lesson, but before that the police have to act on them.
Sriram SS, political analyst from Chennai, is joining us on this broadcast. He's joining us on the phone line. Mr. Sriram, what would be your first response to this letter that has been shot off by BJP Tamil Nadu Chief Annamalai to the DGP, alleging, demanding action against the DMK leader and also alleging inaction in certain other instances where DMK leaders were involved?
Yeah, this is very unfortunate and this is a very appropriate thing to do by the state president in a responsible manner. It's been continuously happening, and in the last week or so, the governor has been abused, constitutional lead has been abused left, right and center from the top to the bottom. And the general law and order, it is definitely a concern, and I'm sure as a right, a very active opposition party, Mr. Annamalai has written this letter, which is very, very welcome sign that I would welcome this act.
Mr. Sriram, also, in the last few months, in fact, also in years, we've seen the political narrative plunging very sharply, whether it is abuses to leaders, abuses to women, the kind of discourse that we see in politics these days. What would be your response to that?
See, the kind of politics that's happening in the recent past for their various failures in terms of governance, that all the poll promises, that all talks they all made and what they delivered and what is happening currently, it's very much there for people to see. So to hide these inefficiencies, they try to pick up certain things that is convenient to them and project it to get away from the anger of the people. And the target that they have chosen is the governor, unfortunately. And, whatever bills that they are talking about are either incomplete.
Mr. Sriram, as you make your point, we also have Dr. Sumansi Raman joining us on the phone line as we take this discussion forward. Let's also take his view on this entire discourse that is playing out in Tamil Nadu, this entire fight between government versus governor that is playing out in the state. Mr. Sumansi Raman, what would be your response to the BJP demanding criminal action against this particular DMK Neta who abused the governor?
Look, I think that this is not the first time that, there have been abusive speeches being made. I think it's completely unacceptable. There was, whatever be the provocation, there is a certain way in which, you should handle it. And more than being abusive, I think there were threats made, as part of the speech. And that is a bigger concern for me that It was not just an abusive speech. There was a very clear threat implied in that particular speech. And that is why I think it's important that the police actually act and follow the due process of law. I don't think it will happen because the speaker happens to be from the ruling party. But, it's very unfortunate that we are traversing that path itself.
Mr. Sumansi Raman, do you think that the Stalin government or the police under the Stalin government will file an FIR against this particular DMK Neta or, arrest him for such language?
I think the usual strategy is to file an FIR and then do nothing about it. So I don't think he will be arrested. But what I think is the police will be told to register an FIR and an FIR will be registered. We've seen this in many cases even earlier when such abusive speeches and threatening speeches were made by ruling party persons, where after a lot of pressure from the opposition parties and from the media, an FIR is registered and then nothing happens.
Yeah, that's what we've seen in other cases as well, Mr. Sumansi Raman, that FIRs are registered, but there have been no arrests made. Why don't you stay with us? We also have